Do you want to understand the concept of liquidation? Stay tuned till end. Before even proceeding to the video, do not forget to subscribe to our channel, tap the bell icon to receive our latest notifications. Generally, under the topic liquidation, there are so many terminologies we use: liquidation, winding up and dissolution. So, is there all the three similar or is there any difference? That is what we need to necessarily understand. I would wish to necessarily come and convey and then understand certain important and make you understand some of the important topics here. Liquidation is the whole process where the physical existence of the company will be brought down and the legal existence of the company will be brought down. So, if a person wants to close down his organization, there are two important activities which is required to be looked into. One is to close down the physical existence of the entity and the other activity will be to close the legal existence of the company. So, let me make it clear now. What is physical existence of the company? The company will have lot of assets, it will have liabilities, it will have money in the bank account. Please note, the objective is at the time of closure of a company, the assets has to be realized and the liabilities has to be paid off. The activity of realization of assets and repayment of liabilities is called winding up. That is the first step. That means, let me repeat, the objective of winding up is to bring down the physical existence of the company by realizing the assets and repayment of liabilities. So, who is going to do this? Generally, the liquidator is going to do this activity. Coming to the second important part, once the physical assets of the company is being sold and the liabilities is being repaid, now we need to get into the legal existence of the company that needs to be closed. How the legal existence of the company can be brought down? Please note, before even getting into the topic of dissolution here, let us try to understand what are the types of winding up. We have voluntary winding up and compulsory winding up. What is voluntary winding up? Where the company itself or the members of the company or the creditors of the company or the company itself decides or the board of directors decides that now the objectives of the company is accomplished or the company is in a position where they are not able to continue the business, they have lot of assets, they would have decided to close the company. Now, once they want to close the company, the option available in front of them is to go for a voluntary liquidation. So, in case of voluntary liquidation, members will pass a resolution or the creditors will pass a resolution, appoint a liquidator, and then finally they will carry on the activity of the winding up. They will sell all the assets and then repay the liabilities. In case of compulsory winding up, what happens? The company would have not taken the decision to do it on their own. The statutory authorities, say the registrar of companies or the central government, would have sent them an order for compulsory winding up. What are the situations where they may come out with this? Where the company has defaulted in doing certain things, where the company has not commenced the business, the company has not filed the financial statements, it's not operational. These are some circumstances where the court, the authorities would pass the compulsory winding up order. Irrespective of this voluntary winding up or compulsory winding up, once the whole activity is done, the liquidator has to submit the report to the office of the official liquidator. Here it comes. Voluntary liquidator is the person who is being appointed by the authority who is doing the activity of winding up, that means realization of assets and repayment of liabilities. Official liquidator is an office where the final report has to be submitted for the dissolution of the company. Official liquidator office will verify the document and then submit the report to NCLT, and National Company Law Tribunal will finally pass the dissolution order. Once the dissolution order is passed, the company is not even in existence in the legally also. That means in the registrar of companies records, the name of the company will be totally removed. This is the process of dissolution. So, let me tell you, liquidation equals winding up plus dissolution. So, in the whole activity of the liquidation, there are two stages. The first stage is called winding up and the second stage is called dissolution. Now, I want to introduce one more small concept. It is called dissolution without winding up. Is there a possibility? Please note, there are some circumstances where the company will not have assets and liabilities at all. In mergers and amalgamations, there will be transferor company and transferee company. Transferor company transfers its entire assets to transferee company, and now transferor company will not be in existence. There is no physical existence at all, but the company's name still appears in the records of the registrar of companies. So, since the assets are taken over by another company, there is no activity of winding up which is required to be done. Accordingly, we will ask for an order from National Company Law Tribunal that dissolve the name of the transferor company without winding up. This concept is called dissolution of a company without winding up. If you have any questions, please comment. If you want to learn more about this subject, corporate restructuring and insolvency, please fill the Google form which is being given in the description box below. You can even join our Telegram channel, and you can visit our Excel Academy website for the latest notifications. If you liked this video, do not forget to tap the like button and share it to your friends. Do let us know if you need anything else. We will be very happy to get back to you.